figured I'd show this off in case anybody who's got Ultimate and has not turned it on, I guess in my case, in like the last 30-ish hours. Just in case you haven't had it turned on. Apparently this showed up whenever I just plugged it in and turned it on right now. I got a Pikachu partner spirit because I played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I'd imagine there's probably one for Eevee as well. Sun damage, attack, and speed. Not bad. Version 1.2.0 is now live. You can confirm your current version by checking the... Nobody cares about that. There's an influx of characters with glasses and sunglasses on the spirit board. Defeat them to earn extra gold. Yeah, I'll be looking at that today as well. If you played Let's Go Pikachu, you'll get a... Yeah. We got it. So welcome everybody to what I will affectionately call the non-adventure mode. Oh hey, there's the little event right there too. The non-adventure mode version of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now that we have finished adventure mode, the only thing I'm going to show off here is I did go ahead and get 100%. And the spirits I was actually missing, of all things, was really stupid, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't catch it earlier. When you get to this screen right here, which is the last area, the two final spirits that I was missing was going back and refighting Darkron individually and fighting Galeem individually, and those were the last two that I was missing. So yeah, it's pretty dang stupid. So that's why I did not have the 100%. After I got that, the 100% popped up and I got the achievement on the challenge board for that as well. Let's toss some more spirits in here. So if there is anything in particular that you're looking for while we do a bit of a casual stream today, then just let me know and I will show it off. But I'm going to try to show a little bit of everything and talk a little bit about the challenge board, because I actually almost have it done already. It's really not that hard to get everything on the challenge board, to be honest with you. But we might as well do this just for the sake of getting more things. Because you actually might want some of the stuff for the extra things you're going to do. The all supports, rematch, disable items that damage 50%. Those will actually all come in handy. I'm just trying to pick some low-level stuff here. Alright, now with all that taken care of, let's get back out of adventure mode and actually explore some things proper. So, after you clear adventure mode, there's one more thing I want to talk about this. It does give the option for New Game Plus. When starting New Game Plus, you actually can, and probably should move that over to another file like so, which is why this one has the crown on it. And if you do this, it will transfer over all of the skills that you have in your skill tree, for one. All the spirits will be able to be refought, so you can get duplicate copies and dismiss them to get extra things. But if you're going for everything on the challenge board, this is probably the easiest way to get all the skills, because your skills transfer over, and then you can start getting more skill cores by defeating things, and, you know, really, it didn't take me that long to get the skill cores that I needed in order to get all the skills for this save file. The second one was the one that I just let somebody play on that I knew. So here's collection, of course. The other things we didn't show, team setup and inventory, you can already kind of guess what these are. You can actually sell items and spirits. There is a thing on the challenge board for selling these, so you can sell them like so. Same thing with the cores. You can level up here. You can also dismiss, like I mentioned. So say I've got like 2 spirits here, and then this one's from the other file I played on. It's like, okay, I don't really want this one, so I'll dismiss it. You'll sacrifice that spirit, and in exchange get some cores for it. I only got the one because he was level 1 and I only dismissed the 1 spirit, but you get the idea. And then summon, if you get a bunch of these cores, this will show you a list of characters that you can summon. And if you see one that you really want to get, like, oh, I really want to get Hector, you can see what you need. So you need Lilina's core and support core. And if you've got all those things, then you're able to summon her. Or summon him, rather. Now I'm obviously not going to do that because I don't have a second Lilina one, so, like, let's see if we can find one where we have everything here. I'm sure there's got to be an easier one to get. Yeah, because some of these are just like types of cores rather than the actual doodad. Not seeing any right now though. But if you get the necessary cores, you can just straight up summon that way. And there is a challenge on the challenge board thing to unlock by getting a legendary one by sacrificing the necessary components in order to get that. And if you summon a legendary, you will get that achievement. Spirit board. Take on challenges to get spirits. Let's go ahead and show this off. Oh, there's a legend one in there too. So there's some, as you can see here from the event, that have glasses on. But the idea here is... That's just the event details. Hold on. So the idea here is you can challenge different events in order to get the appropriate sticker, spirit, whatever you want to call it. So these will stay on the field for as long as the timer is running. So let's say we want to challenge like a really easy one, so we'll go with this guy. It'll give you kind of the same thing you would get in the adventure mode, where it'll tell you what all you have and what all you can use in your party. So you can use a bunch of stuff, you can use nothing, whatever you want to do. You can also equip a battle item here. Now in this case it won't let me use weakened minions because this guy has no other minions. But you can make their final smash charge slower, drain their health slightly, make sure no items appear, or cause opponents to start with a total of 50% damage. So if there's only one character, they'll start with 50%. But if there's 2, it'll split it and they'll both have 25, you get the idea. So I guess I'll go ahead and put that on. There are some achievements for using like 10 of those, but really it's pretty easy to do. And now cars going by. Hooray! At this point, I'm pretty much just toying with him. You get the idea, though. Let's go ahead and kill him. And then when you defeat a core, rather than just getting it straight up, it gives you this little gun thing and you have to aim between the spaces. And you can use the shield spacer to have more space to fire, or the sluggish shield to slow down the rotating section. Or you can use both. And if you miss, you can use some of the spirit points to take another shot, but you can only get one more after that. And it will break the part of the shield that you hit, should you do that. And if you pick a tougher spirit, then it's going to be harder to aim. So if we go with like a legend one, like Baby Bowser, this is the highest level you can get as legend. Floor is lava, enemy has super armor, is hard to launch, stamina. So since the floor is lava, we're going to get that on there. And I'm going to go with the Shine Sprite. Why not? Oh, he actually is small. I didn't realize that. This one, thankfully, appears to be not too bad. Usually they're a lot worse than this. Oh, that's why. Yeah, ridiculous range. Unsurprising. So if you lose to one, which I should have seen that coming, because again, they made it way too easy with that first minion, you can press X and ignore that, because it meant to hit Y, and if you want to rematch them, you can use the rematch one, and just pull it right back up. Some of the other ones you can use are filler, so whenever one is defeated or you lose to one, you'll notice that there's a timer for the empty space. This will fill all those spaces. This will shuffle all the spirits to support spirits, all the primaries, or to just reshuffle them all if there's stuff that you don't really care for. I'm going to let the timer go for a couple seconds because everybody else, aside from this Baby Bowser, is about to leave the board. So when the timer runs out, they all just get replaced with different ones. I'm going to try this one more time, but I'm probably not going to get it. However, there is an achievement for defeating 10 of these legendary spirits. They don't have to be different ones, they can all be the same. If you run into this guy 10 times and beat him 10 times, then that still counts. So you can totally just do that instead if you really want. This is not exactly a difficult battle we're doing at the start, at least. Yeah, I'm not going to try to beat that one again. Unfortunately, some of these you just kind of have to figure out what works best. In my case, it was probably just playing way more aggressively. I am curious to try one of the event ones, though, because I've not done that yet. So, let's see. Periodic Earthquakes, enemy loves to taunt. Physical attacks have more power. Alright. As you can see, a little bit easier than the last one we just did. Most of the time those shots are pretty easy to make, but not always. Again, they get tougher if you pick high level ones and win. And we got more rewards since the event increased. Not that much more though, because it was a very easy one to do. So that's pretty much all I want to show for Spirit Board. Again, pretty cool mode to play, but usually I just play that type of thing for getting the achievements. I'm going to go ahead and move to the achievements now before we go to games and more, so you can see a little bit more about what all you can pick up. So this is what I've got currently. I have gotten everything unlocked except for this one right here because it's had some issues of not counting certain meteor smashes, which is kind of odd. But it will tell you at the top if you've completed everything. So I've gotten everything on Adventure Board. The only ones I was really missing that I didn't show was starting New Game Plus, obtaining all the skills, winning in the final round without being KO'd. I might show that one. And then also, if I can find it, there's another one for... Where are you? Yeah, there it is. Win in the final round without being KO'd, and then the Ganondorf one, clear the first stage of the final battle without being KO'd. Those are really the three that I didn't show. Spirit Board, win against a legend. Win against a legend 10 times. It doesn't have to be the same one again. Use a battle item 10 times, use 10 board items. Win against an advance 3 times without using a spirit item. Wait, have 4 more bounties waiting to appear. That one just means, like, whenever it's doing the timer for after you've waited and defeated 4 of them, just have at least 4 at once. That one's really not that hard. Win against Novice 20 times. Seek out a bounty 30 times. Win against an Ace class. Use a Spirit Battle against a Spirit Board opponent. Challenge Advance 10 times. Honestly, this might be the hardest one. And then get 3,000 spirit points. But free 10 spirits in a row without hitting the shield or using the free spirit items. And at the bottom right there, you can see all the different things that it will allow you to unlock by completing those. You also get one for completing the entire thing. In this case, it was just a bunch of large snacks. So for spirits, enhance a spirit 5 times, get 10 cores from dismissing, leave spirit at the dojo 3 times, leave mid explore 3 times, get a legend class by summoning, get 10 unique spirits, sell 5 items, leave a spirit at the gym 3 times, and get 777 unique spirits. That one's probably not the hardest one, but the most time-consuming. For Classic Mode, Clear Intensity 9.9. You don't actually start at 9.9. The highest you can start at, I believe, is 5. So it's just if you clear the Classic Mode and you're at 9.9, then that means you'll get this. Play your total rounds of Team Battle. Team Battle is best unlocked by playing as Chrom because he has a bunch of team battles in his Classic Mode. So go through that twice, you should be good. Defeat Dracula. Going through Classic Mode, you will have to fight a different boss, so just fight somebody that will have Dracula as the final boss, so really Simon or Richter's probably your best bet to be 100% sure. KO Giant Fighters 5 times. Clear Intensity 5.0 without using continues. I started on 5.0, and it was actually really hard because I'm not good with Snake, but I don't think you have to start there. I think it's as long as you get there and stay there. Use a ticket 3 times. You could just spam them if you wanted to. Score 98,000 points or more in bonus game. We'll see bonus game when it comes up. 1.4 million or more points in the credits. That's really easy to do, actually. Mega Man, clear Classic Mode. King K. Rool reach the bonus game within 45 seconds. The bonus game is designed to either give you points or you can just run straight through it, which is what you're supposed to do with him there. Defeat Ganon. Plays Link or Zelda in Classic Mode and beat Ganon. KO total of 15 opponents in Horde Battle. Pretty self-explanatory. Clear Classic with Palutena, Clear Classic with 3.0 or higher. Obtain 5 recovery items in Clear Classic Mode. Kirby will always start each of his matches, aside from the boss fight, with food on the ground, so just pick Kirby and get a bunch of food. KO fighters from Fire Emblem 20 times. Pick any of the Fire Emblem characters. Lucina's a very good option here. Marth's a good option. KO fighters from Pokemon. Actually, not Marth. Marth fights a bunch of dragons, so pick Lucina. KO fighters from Pokemon 20 times. Just pick some of the Pokemon and battle the Pokemans. Games and More is Luigi plays Sodal, all smash and deal damage with a taunt 3 times. I'll show where all stars and we'll do a little bit of one, but his taunt's just the down taunt in order to do that little kick that he does. Can clear Sentry Smash alone using only special moves, spam your up B. Clear Sentry Smash alone within 5 minutes, that's pretty easy to do. 20 continuous hits in training. For this one, just spam like any type of flurry attack and you should be fine there. Play Sentry Smash alone in Great Plateau Tower and clear within 5 minutes. Again, pretty easy to do. Play All-Star Smash alone, KO an opponent with a Meteor Smash. Mario was the person I used here, but we'll talk about the Meteor Smashes, because, again, I had difficulty with the one in Classic Mode, or regular Smash. Play Sentry Smash and clear it in 4 minutes, that's not very hard. Play All-Star Smash alone and KO an opponent 3 times, not very hard. Get 3 KOs in Cruel Smash while playing solo was actually very easy in this one. Online I have obviously not touched because I don't have the subscription online, therefore I cannot get any of these without using the hammers. And then lastly, other. This is the only one I don't have because it's not Sunday and I didn't start doing the challenge board until Tuesday. But I need to do that one, obviously, once it does hit Sunday. Quality total 5,000 G or more, that's not very hard. 4-7 spirits or more, not really hard. 10 types of headgear. Again, if you're going through these, you'll probably get that pretty quickly. Have the game powered on for 20 hours, not that hard. Create 3 Mii fighters, I just did one of each with my Mii. Create a playlist and sounds. I'll show how to do that, because finding the actual way to do it's kind of hard. Unlock 10 fighters, yeah, that's probably pretty easy. Have access to 750 or more music tracks, not very hard. And get 10 types of Mii outfits. Once I did all of the Mii fighter stuff, it gave me the business suit, and that actually unlocked this right after. So that is the long and short of it. So going to Smash, you've got your basic Smash, Tourney, Special Smash, Squad Strike. I'm going to go ahead and show you what's in Special. This is where you can do your custom ones. Smash Down, which I have not played, or Super Sudden Death, which is a very classic mode from Melee. When going into Smash, again, you guys probably already know this, you can create a rule set, or you can edit a current one. So if I want to edit, like, say, this one, I can hit Edit or hit Right. And it'll tell you the type you want to play, time, stock, or stamina. If you need to edit the stamina, edit the time, edit the stock, you can there. A time limit if necessary. If you want to turn the final Smash meters on or not, so you can actually fill up the gauge rather than just breaking the Smash Ball. If you want to use spirits or not, what CPU level it is, which of course you can change that when you're picking your fighters. If you want the handicap on, auto, or off, so you can set it yourself based on battle results or just not have it on. How you want the stage selection, how you want the random stage selection, the items that you want on, and the frequency of which you want them on. How you want the wins to be. Do you want the stage to morph? Do you want it to change mid-battle? Do you want to change every minute and a half? However you want to do that. Do you want the hazards on or off? Do you want team attack on or off? Do you want how high do you want the launch rate? Do you want the underdog boost, where if you're losing you'll get some help? Do you want pausing on? Do you want the score on if you're playing time? Or if you're playing time. Or I guess if you're playing stock, that technically is also there. Or do you want to show the damage? And then afterwards you can save it to whatever rule set that you want. Then of course you pick your stage. Let's see, what am I feeling like playing? Let's go with Big Blue. And then of course you pick your character. You move around the CPU. This is a little awkward too if you've got a character like Wario and it's kind of behind the thing. It actually does look like you're supposed to hit ready to fight here and you can't undo what you did, but you can. It's a little awkward, but yeah, you can pick it up and change it if you want to. Then of course you can add more CPUs here. You can change the CPU level here to whatever you want. So you want to like change it to that, you can do that. And then of course you can do teams here if you want. How many teams are there? Red, blue, green, yellow? Just 4. Okay. That's kind of a shame, but, you know, what are you gonna do? And so then you would fight it as normal. Where am I? What is going on? Okay, I'm glad I just went right through that platform. That's good. Oh well, you get the idea. So here you can of course resume. If you want to take pictures of the camera, you can. You can do it like frame by frame. You can actually set filters on, which is kind of weird, but I guess some of them look pretty cool. I like the monochrome ones. Manga, i.e. monochrome. Wow, some of these look really bad. Holy cow. You can see your move list here with what each character can do. And it does show all of them.
No contest.
That Inkling is very happy. Probably because she was the only one that didn't accidentally kill herself. Alright, so in Games and More, we've got Classic Mode, Training Mode, which is, again, where you just, you know, kind of go and train. I guess I can go ahead and show you can do the combos. I believe I used Greninja for this. Yeah, there we go. And it only counts it up to 99, so that's pretty easy. So, really, you can set the CPU level to whatever and set it to whomever. It might be easier picking, like, a bigger character, so the hitbox is a little bit easier. But the level doesn't matter, because they're not actually going to be moving at all, because, again, you're just going to turn that off. So what you want to do is just keep it on one CPU. So you can set their damage to whatever. 999 is going to be a little bit easier to actually get them to move. And aside from that, CPU behavior should automatically be set to stop. Don't turn any items on. And then all you're going to do is just go up to them and then just mash the attack button. If I can get it to cooperate here. Like so. Actually, I might want to turn the damage back down to 0. Let's try that. Get back down here. And there you go. You can see the combos going up to 18. So if you really wanted to, you could just like pin them against a wall and just do it that way. But getting the combos is really not that difficult here. And really, you can pick anybody with a flurry attack, Kirby, Robin, Captain Falcon, whoever you want. So in Classic Mode, actually might go back and show the little help screen for this, just to get an idea of how it works. In Classic Mode, each fighter sets off against a unique adventure. Can you win all 6 battles and defeat the boss? Higher the intensity, the greater the challenge and the reward. The mural will scroll depending on your intensity level. The farther it scrolls, the more points you'll get. And then the bonus game, a mysterious realm where a black hole threatens to swallow you. Run to the right to escape it. So I'll play a couple of these. Maybe like 2. Not that many. So, as you can see, each of these will have their own little route on them and the different names. And so some of these that I've done that have the little icons in the character's top left corner of each of them will also have part of the mural depending on where they finished on that mural. So if I can find... Where is he? See, now I can't find him. Where is Snake? There he is. So you can see there's the 9.9 one right there. Let's go for... I mean, I would almost pick random. I guess we'll go with Isabelle. And so, up to 5.0, you can pick where you start. The higher the intensity, the stronger the enemies and the greater the rewards. Playing well can increase the intensity and you can see more of the mural. And if you lose and have to use a continue, it will lower it back down. I'm going to keep it on, like, just what it started on. So we'll keep it on 2 for now. And you can either go, or if you use a classic ticket, then you can win more rewards, potentially. I'll save that for the second round that I do. Where I'll use a character I'm more familiar with. Versus all the villagers. But you get the idea here. This is not, unless you play it on high difficulty, it's not going to be anything too particularly tough out of the gate. Now after you win, it'll give you points for your KOs. And depending on how well you did, that will increase the intensity. That can go up higher than, like, just the 0.5. If I didn't take any damage, it would have probably gone up higher than that. And so you just continue on going through each of the stages. See, it'll probably increase on this one because I didn't take any damage and the fight didn't last as long. So it'll probably go by like 0.8 or 0.9. 0.7. Still, more than the 0.5 that it did. Versus all the, well, no, I guess this is just all the girls. I was going to say it's all the Fire Emblem characters, but no. Keep firing. Use my fishing lure. Excuse. Okay, I don't know why that up B didn't do anything. That's helpful. So yeah, you can either use the gold to reduce the intensity and continue, or you can use the ticket to continue without reducing the intensity. So I guess we'll do that, because up B decided not to work. But thankfully it does not make you just completely restart the stage. You actually do start from where the battle ended, so I only have to fight Robin here. And now Robin's dead. So it is kind of cool that Classic Mode, you know, does feature a pretty decent amount of different ways to fight. Like, we've got a team battle here. Some of them are 1v1s, some are just a huge free-for-all. But you'll never have the exact same adventure mode for any of the characters, which is really cool. And they usually do have a theme. Because again, like with Marth, you fight a bunch of dragons, so like Charizard and the like. Where am I on the screen right now? There we go. For Lucina's, you fight a bunch of Fire Emblem characters. Chrom, you fight as pairs with, like, usually Lucina. For Snake, you'd fight a lot of special intelligence, quote-unquote, characters. So mostly characters with guns. So, like, you fight the Inklings, you fight a rival Snake, that kind of idea. You fight a bunch of girls, I guess. I actually have not played on this stage yet, so that's kind of cool. You can make it, Daisy. I believe in you. Oh, so close. Hey look, AI, it's your fire flower. It's your favorite item. I guess they didn't want it. Alright. Now just Sheik, by yourself. Alright. Alright, now that we've reached the bonus game, as far as I can tell, this is always formatted the exact same way here. So you can run and pick up all these little circular deals, and the little yellow boxes will give you more of them. And then the purplish magenta colored ones, I guess, will explode and open up new pathways for you. Oh, now the up B wants to work. Okay, I see how it is. Well, I would have been able to get up there had the up B worked that time. Apparently, it's only every other time. And then once you get to this little cannon thing here, you're pretty much done.
Complete.
I'm actually not sure if it just doesn't give you the bonus if you fail that or what it is, because I've never actually failed that. It's pretty dang easy. And then, of course, you'll fight a boss. Sometimes it's Master Hand, sometimes it's, you know, sometimes it's Dracula, sometimes it's Giga Bowser, sometimes it'll be Master Hand and Crazy Hand. If you want an example of that, plays Lucina. She'll compete against Master Hand and Crazy Hand. I'm having a hard time dodging attacks today. I don't know why I keep trying to do that after Adventure Mode. We've clearly already shown that dodging doesn't work in this game. And then you get your final results.
Nice work.
And your portrait. And then you've got the credits, where they give you a super scope, and you actually can charge this in order to get, you know, a stronger shot. But really, you don't need to while doing this. Like, I'll show getting the 1.4 million, but usually you can get like 1.7 without any difficulty here. Just kind of go back and forth. Attack the bombs when necessary, and it kind of does benefit you a little to play the credits here. As you can see on the bottom part, there's a little progress bar, and if you get, I'm going to assume, a certain amount of points by the time you hit those sections in the level, then it will give you some extra gifts. So you can get up to 5. So usually for the horizontal and vertical ones specifically, you can just kind of go left to right or up and down. For these, I usually kind of go in an oval pattern, and that also works pretty well. But this is not a particularly hard achievement to unlock here, is getting the record one. If they need 1.4, I'm already halfway there without much difficulty, so. Yeah, you still can't get hit by these little objects that the red ones throw, but again, this is not something I would consider difficult at all. There's the 1 million mark. There's the 1-2. There's 1-3. And there's 1-4. And they actually do have a timer in the top right to tell you how much longer you've got in your credit sequence. You can skip this with plus, of course, if you don't really want to do this, you don't care about the gifts. then you can just, of course, skip the whole thing. And there's no difference in between doing this with characters. The format's always the same, the speed of the gun's always the same. So nothing will change in that regard. And we did it, we got a fish.
Final results.
And each time you complete it with a new character, you will get that fighter spirit for whoever it is, and then we'll give you some other things as well. So there you go. So that's with a character and playing it on a pretty easy level, starting at 2.0 and getting to 6.3. Let's try it with a character I actually know halfway decent. Let's see, I've played most of the Fire Emblem characters, Mark, Lucina, Roy, Chrom. Let's try Youngling. And we'll set it to higher difficulty this time. We'll put it on like 4. And we'll use a ticket. So if I can win, I'll get more rewards. Hyrule Smash. Alright, cool. Oh, hey, the moon. How fitting. I know he was drinking the milk, but that honestly at the end looked like he was doing a dab. Oh, nice. Oh, it missed. That didn't, though. So yeah, you can already kind of tell the theme here is she's just going to be fighting a bunch of the Hyrule characters. But they might make you play on normal stages. They did in the last one, it was just the normal temple stage. They might do Omega stages. Might make you fight the Four Swords crew.
Ready? Go!
Why can I not down stab correctly? There we go. There we go. Nice. Versus Dwarf. Yeah, it's a good idea. I should try to grab you. Yeah, it makes sense. There we go. Nice. And for this time for the bonus game, I'm just going to run through it. As you can see, though, if you have no plans to stop and smell the roses, this is not something that should take you more than, like, 35 seconds.
Complete.
Even with a slow character, it's not that bad. And yeah, not surprisingly, they're gonna make you fight Ganon. Pretty much if there's a boss that's in whatever character you're playing as, if it's in their genre, or if it's in their series, you're probably fighting him or her. Okay, cool.
Continue.
I'm just gonna do that again. That's why I have all these tickets, so I can be a filthy little cheater. It would also help if it would let me get behind him at all. Come on, up you get. There you go. The problem is you can't get behind him fast enough. Because you have to do a double jump and an air dodge up in order to be able to actually hit him. I know Ganon's swords could never electrify, but that might be a reference to Skyward Sword of all things. With Demise being able to do like the Skyward Strike at the end of the game. There we go. Stabby, stabby.
Nice work.
And it'll, of course, do the typical WoW incredible if you actually get 9.9. But since we did it without losing a single life, thanks to the card, I'm just going to skip all this. Because again, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. What is that face he's making?
Final results.
So as you can see, you do get a lot more rewards for doing that, and you also get some costume pieces too, because I got the Chibi Robo hat and the KK Slider outfit. So you get even more for doing that. So if there's a character you're really good with, if you play it on a high difficulty and then use a ticket, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get some good stuff out of it.
Classic mode.
For the time being, though, let's move on to Mop Smash and show the different versions here. So first we have Sentry Smash, defeat an army of 100 enemies as fast as you can. The typical 100-man melee. You can actually pick whatever stage you want it to be on, which, you know, most people would probably pick this. Let's go with something a bit different, though. Oh, it actually won't let you pick a Mega on any of these. That's interesting. Or no, they're all battlefield stages, as it says right there. What am I talking about? Let's go with Lilac Cruise, then. So it'll always force you to play it on a battlefield-like stage. So I've done this stage with Wolf, because again, it requires you to do that, and then also Lucina. So I'll go with Marth. Of course, these are all going to be like super easy enemies that die in one hit because you are fighting 100 of them. So really just find an attack that works. Smash attacks are always a good option, provided you hit with them and don't leave yourself open. Like with Smash 4, they will give you items as well. They'll just sporadically go by. As well as the occasional actual fighter every 25 enemies, which in this case there is none for number 100. It's just for the 25, 50, and 75 marks. So you're only going to see 3. So in Smash 4, you'd have to fight basically yourself, whatever you picked for the last one, but here not so. And the enemies, of course, will obviously start getting more active the closer you get to the 0 mark. They'll actually start damaging you rather than just walking around doing nothing. I don't think the Miis in this mode can actually pick up items, but the characters you fight every 25 can. Oh, hey, look, a Smart Bomb. Oh, no, you do have to fight one for the last one. Maybe the last time I did it, they just died so quickly I didn't notice. Yeah, no, there's no way I was going to get away from him. Once he started doing the perfect shield over and over, I knew I was in trouble. God, I hope they take the perfect shield feature out. That seems like such a bad idea to do that. So All-Star Smash, you can probably guess how this one works. Pick your stage. Again, it's going to be Battlefield style, so really just whichever one you like the most. Pick your character. And then you're going to be fighting literally everybody straight in a row. For this one, there thankfully is no requirement of actually beating the All-Star mode, because it's more like the event match where you fight them. There's no actual breaks in between. Which means it's going to be insanely hard, as you can probably guess. Really, it's just the Luigi doing 3 taunts, and that's not too bad, really. Just make sure you do it right out of the gate before any of the harder AI starts to show up. Well, at least in terms of them increasing in difficulty the farther along you go. Really thought he was not going to grab the ledge there. That would be payback for not letting me win Century Smash DDD. And yeah, there you go. As usual, double jump didn't work, which is not surprising. So that's All-Star Smash. Again, pretty straightforward. Probably for the best they did it that way, though, and not the other way. They could have done it where you would have actually had to, you know, beat it with a bunch of characters. And then Cruel Smash, which has kind of, you know, been a staple since, I believe, Melee. In order to get the 3 kills on this, I just picked Kirby. There he is. Because the old way of having to usually do this is actually even easier now. At least it was whenever I actually completed this, because it only took me 2 tries. What you would normally do here is you would go to the edge of the stage, and then spam your up B to where you can grab the ledges like this. And in theory, it could knock some of the Mii fighters down, but they tend to kind of fall off all by themselves in this one. So you may not even actually have to, you know, do that. They might just end up killing themselves trying to get to you. I mean, I got one right there and I still messed it up. So really, getting the 3 required ones is not that hard. I'm pretty sure all 3, when I got the 4, the first 3 that I needed all jumped off the edge, and I didn't even actually hit them with anything. They just did it all by themselves. So getting the requirement there is not near as hard as it used to be. As for the Mii fighters, this is just make your own Mii fighters. So I just did a bunch of dumb ones. Did an Isabelle one, a Magician one, and then a Ninja one. So you can pick... I guess I might as well show it. You pick your Mii, you pick your fighting style. You pick whatever name you want to put in. Pick your headgear if you want any. There's any new ones I've got here. And some of these only be available on certain Mii types. Same thing with the outfits. Not all the outfits are available for all the Miis. So if you see one you like on one, like on the gunner or something, it may not necessarily be here. which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, what are you going to do? You can, of course, pick the color for it, whatever you want. It'll default to your Mii's color, but you can obviously change that. You can select your different specials, which I believe are about all the same as they used to be, at least in terms of, you know, how they work. And then you can decide if you want a voice on your character. How you want the pitch. And there's a fair bit to choose from. And then, of course, you can test it and then save it if you want. Train the fighter that sleeps with your amiibo. Do I actually have my amiibo around here? If I can find it. The problem is my lights are not on, so I cannot see anything. I'm actually going to look at the help for this. What is this exactly? You can use your amiibo figures, yeah, I know that, to interact the game, touch them to the NFC touch point, and they'll appear as special fighters. Okay, so this is still the same that it was before. If you have an amiibo, go ahead and scan it. Even if it isn't a fighter amiibo, you can still receive the reward. You can level up amiibo, inheriting the abilities, then get experience points and learn some battle. Okay, let me get mine real quick. Where is it? Well, it was sitting on my desk. Actually, oh, there it is. I was supposed to say, I knew I had one around here. That means I'm gonna have to switch it to no connection for a second, so I apologize. I guess I can show what this looks like real quick. Once it hops back on. So yeah, it's still gonna give you that. Already knew that. So yeah, touch the amiibo to the NFC. Oh, can I actually do it on this? Nice, you can totally just do it on the Pro Controller. I actually did not know about that. State of another game written on this. Da-da-da. Manage amiibo. Sure, that's fine. I think I just used that once and didn't actually get any of the gear pieces from it that I cared about. So there we go, there's Inkling. Select its fighter color, that one. Oh, do I actually get to choose? Put it on that one. I do have a bunch of amiibos, but this is the only one I have unboxed. Heavier FP inherits. Heavier FP learn in actual battle. Let's have him fight something, shall we? And you'll be fighting me. Actually, you'll be fighting Lucina, not me. Since I'm not a big fan of the Miis. At least as fighters. And of course, it's not exactly going to be like a high-tier character straight out of the gate. Don't expect that. He is only level 1 after all. Glad you didn't grab the edge there. Appreciate that. Unless I can't grab the edge of the stage for some reason, in which case you'll be able to defeat me quite easily. So by doing that, the Mii kind of learns from you, or the amiibo rather, kind of learns from you, figures out stuff that you're strong at doing, weak at doing, and how to counteract that. So it'll make you play pretty much your best version of you. I do want to save changes, but I was not done doing what I was doing there. So let's do that again. Not an amiibo. Are you sure about that? Oh, and apparently he got a small snack too. That's nice. You can level up amiibo that will become FPs, inheriting his spirit's abilities will strengthen the FP. FPs can receive experience points, learn skills, send them to battle, and learn how to fight. Let's see here. Could just do something insane and just go with this. We should probably go by, I can find it. Yeah, by number obtained. Just I'm making sure I'm using ones that are... It won't matter if I lose the spirit. Yeah, grow strong by learning. Select color, nickname, and owner. Or you can reset, of course. I think for now, though, that'll work for Amiibo. Writing failed. Oh no. Let's do the exact same thing I just did. And what do you know? It worked without problem. So that's how Amiibo works. Anything else I really want to show? I'm trying to think here. Most of these are pretty simple. I think the only ones I didn't talk about were Smash. Incineroar, do 40 more damage to an opponent. Probably the best way to do this is to go into a battle and just stick it full of mushrooms, because the mushrooms will increase your attack power, and then hit like a level 1 CPU with a fully charged Smash attack, and that should do it. Yeah, that's just using a Final Smash. Beat a level 3 CPU by 2 points. That's pretty easy. They give you your requirements. Level 9, harder, but still the same idea. Hit an opponent with the side special when limit gauge is charged. I don't ever remember doing that, but apparently it happened. Beat level 5 in a 2-player battle. You have to have a 300% handicap. You Skier for critical hit 4 times, which is his down special. That's not very hard to do on an easy CPU. Beat a CPU at a certain thing. Get a 9 on the hammer. Battle with 8 fighters. KO an opponent by using an item. As Pac-Man, get a score of 7650. Just play an 8-player match with Smash Ball on, and then if you get like 5 kills, you'll get that score. It doesn't have to be that exactly, because it'll stop at 7650, so it's pretty easy to get. Custom Smash, just make one, pretty much. Bury level 9 CPU in the ground 3 times with a side special splat roller. That's actually not too hard to do. Beat a level 9 in a stamina battle. Get KOs within a minute of the battle. Which you could just play like super sudden death for that. Probably the only one I want to show is the flurry one, because it's really weird. KO 3 people in 10 seconds of super sudden death. That's not too bad. And again, I can't get that one to work, not because I don't know how to do it, it's just not registering for whatever reason. So that one and then the one that you have to do on Sunday is the only one I don't have besides the online stuff. But I'll go ahead and show how to do the flurry attack. So the rules for it are, it has to be a level 9 CPU in a 2-player battle within 3 minutes. Now the trick to this is, if you set it to 3 minutes, it's not going to count, which is really stupid. So you have to set it to 2.5 minutes. And do it that way. Pick a stage where it's kind of hard for them to run, so something easy like Final Destination. Obviously, you're going to want to play as Robin. And for the AI, just pick a really lightweight character, Pichu, Jigglypuff, whoever you want, really. And set them to level 9. This is probably the weirdest event that you have to unlock. Because in order to do a flurry attack, the way that Robin works is all of his weapons have a limited use to them, and then they have to recharge. Thank you for doing that to me, Jigglypuff. I appreciate it. But the way the flurry attack works, if I can get the... Excuse me, thank you. That's how you do the flurry attack. It's just by mashing A. The problem is it doesn't work all the time, and instead he just does one with arc fire. So if you spam arc fire enough to where the book for it is gone, then you don't have to worry about it showing up anymore. It will always come up as the one that you want. Like so. And then just make sure you let go of it before they get out of the combo. So you're going to have to get them to really high damages. And you don't have to win this fight by any stretch of the imagination. So just get them up to like 100 damage or so. And keep in mind that any deaths that you have will reset arc fire completely, even if you just used it all up. So you might have to get rid of it again. I'm just using it here. I know she's damaging me, but I can get rid of arc fire that way. Arc fire's back, of course. Now that I've died, it's going to come back fully. Let's get rid of it again. Okay, it's gone. And you get the idea. So you're going to have to get them up to pretty high damages. That was at like 118 when I got Jigglypuff there. Now she's just running away from me. But again, you'll have to watch for the arc fire so it's not using that. It's really dumb that you can only get that to work sometimes, and so you have to spam arc fire to get rid of it. But if arc fire's gone, then you don't have to worry about that happening instead of the one that you actually want. It's really bizarre. So that's probably the one I had the most difficulty in actually getting to work properly. A lot of the other ones that I had issues with were more just actually getting the necessary requirements, which is stuff like the beat a level 3 with this handicap on, or beat a level 5 with this handicap on, whatever it was. Because sometimes it'll let you use items and sometimes it won't. Because I was just like, okay, so for this one, within 3 minutes, spirits off without handicaps, so make sure the handicaps are off, the spirits are off, and do it in like 2.5 minutes. But sometimes you can use items and sometimes you can't, so you could like rack up the damage with items and then actually kill them with a meteor smash. So it's just very, very picky on some of these, so you may have to work a little bit with some of the settings to figure out what it will and will not allow. But that's pretty much the long and short of it. I Actually, I did want to go back in there. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Adventure, kind of already went over that. Spirit board. Again, most of this is just like using an item, a battle item, winning against the legend class. Like, there's nothing really too hard there. Spirit's really the hardest one's just the most time consuming, which is this one. Most of these are pretty easy. If you play Classic, you know, with like 5 or 6 characters, you'll probably get these. Games and More, just, again, kind of little extra things. None of these are particularly hard. I didn't find any difficulty on any of these. Online I have not touched, obviously. And outside of having to get the Sunday sale one, I didn't find any of these particularly difficult either. What are some of the online ones? So quick play battles, use 10 different fighters, 3 KOs. Yeah, none of these look like they're particularly difficult. What are I guess they give you, like, see if there's 11 tiles left, 120. So you get 9 hammers, I'm gonna guess? Of course, I can only get 2 more, which is the Sunday sale and then that weird one at the start. So the most I'll have is 111, and then the 8. So I'll have 119, so I'll be missing 5 total, unless I buy the online thing. Which I might do somewhere down the line, just not right now. Tips, replays, sounds. Oh, right, I was going to show how to do a playlist. So I have one right here. I just called it top 10. I was lazy. So when you go into music, if you find a song you like, so let's say, like, I don't know, what's a really weird one? Well, I was going to go with weird, and then it picked this one instead of Game & Watch stuff. So we'll go with, like, advanced, I guess. If you find one that you really like here, you can hit Y. And then that'll add it to a playlist, and you can just create one here. Throw some songs in there, and then when you back out, you'll get your playlist. It's really odd, though. You can also listen to the voice lines of characters, so if you want to hear Ike's really bad ether sound effect, you can. Where is he? There he is. Where's Ether? I gotta know. Okay, I gotta hear this one again.
Great Ether.
Yeah, you don't sound very excited by that. It's like under 22, right?
Great Ether.
That one's also very bad.
Ether.
Yeah, they're both really bad. Yikes. Alright, interesting enough. Then you can also change the frequency that songs play on each stage, so if there's one that you really don't like. It's like, say you go to, I don't know, what's one I mess with, like Foreside. Like, say you don't want that one to show up, then you can just turn it off. If you don't like Magic Hand Song, you can just turn it off. If you really like Snowman, you can turn that on higher. You get the idea. You check your stats here, replays, watch the movies. How to play World of Light, Army of Puppets, From Light to Dark, Final Battle, Restoration, Swallowed by Darkness, Consumed by Light. How delicious. Shop with the gold you've earned, so you can buy some stuff here. Support items, support spirits. Actually, I'm going to buy some of these. So you can have some more music. And I don't have that support spirit, so I'll go ahead and buy that. Does it restock, like, instantly? No, I guess not. It'll probably just restock over time, then. So if you want to spend your gold on anything outside of, like, having to continue on stuff, you can do that there. And that is pretty much all I wanted to show. I guess we can show Tourney. Participants, all of them. Yeah, let's actually do that one.
Choose your fighter. Lucina.
And I'll just automatically fill the rest for you. If you want to change them, we can. And if you don't like how it shows up, like if you're always tired of being in the number 1 slot, you can just shuffle it a couple times. There you go. You can also edit the title, edit the rules, or just start it up if you're ready. So, let's go. He's angry. So this is pretty much what I'm going to end the stream with tonight. This is just a pretty casual one for the time being. We are going to go and skip that battle. Mostly because we've got some recording that we're going to be doing. Select your fighter, press with A, and let's start. So if you're not already accustomed to my YouTube channel, which most people are from there, I would keep on the lookout in the coming weeks, once we're done with the entire recording session, for perhaps not so much a new Let's Play, but a new little co-op thing that we'll be doing. But we'll be doing a recording for that tomorrow, at around this time, which I'm very much looking forward to. Well, not quite this time. We'll be getting pretty close to it, though. Get Luigi! You fools, that's not Luigi! I can't even tell who has what ship parts. Oh, I can see mine now. Give me that. No, go over there. Oh, of course. No, stop going after me. Come on. It's a free-for-all, not a 1v3. Come on! Freaking stage. Of course I can't get over the cactus. Get out of here. Yep, couldn't get away from it. Frickin' stage killed me again. There we go. Maybe next time, game, don't pick that stage. Ever. I swore I turned that off of random. Like, that one and 75M were pretty much the first two to go. Yeah, we'll skip that battle. I'm gonna say Larry's gonna win it. Nope. Oh, it's gotta be Wario. Wario's the man with the plan. Probably Ness. Nope, it's just gonna be the first player every single time. Alright, fine. King K. Rool. That'll teach you.
Semi-finals.
Let's fight a Samus. Just one, though. Oh good, I'm glad that was there. That's supposed to be assisting me. This is just making things impossible to figure out where I'm going. Appreciate that, game. Could this go away now? Oh good, he just respawns up here. That's nice. Any other assistance you'd like to give the AI game? Anything else? No? Okay, good. I'm gonna go back to winning now. Do not shoot me with that. Give me that mushroom. Stabby stabby.
You'll never defeat me.
The assist trophies might kill me, but the actual player, never.
Final.
I want to play as Greninja, please. No. Lucina, Greninja, Dark Samus, and Mario on a very bad stage. Excellent. I'm glad this one came up. Ooh, mushy. Mushy, mushy, mushy. Yeah, give me that mushy. No, I'm not going in that water. I know the fish is in there. See, I told you he was in there. Well, rip. Nope. That was mostly so nobody else could get it away from me. Oh, of course I got stuck on the... Yeah, that's why. It didn't just do ice physics, it acted like I was actually legit stuck to the wall there. Yep, there's no getting out of that. Dark Samus has the last one. There we go. You can go have that Smash Ball if you want it. No? Okay. Can I go down? There we go. See, it's not that tough. Rip. Jeez, 2 bad stages out of 3. Not good. I'm gonna go have to fix the random stage select. I did it at 1 against a bunch of level 3s. That probably didn't come as a shock. Alright, where is random stage select? Because holy cow, do I need to fix that issue. What if the shop restocked? Can't restock that. I'll take the biker gear, sure. I feel like it should be here, though. No, not that. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. For now, thank y'all for watching. Again, sorry for this being a very short stream, but again, I do want to kind of save my voice slightly, and also because there's actually pretty bad noise level that's going to be here in about... Oh, nice, in about 6 minutes. So, pretty short stream, but just kind of wanted to show everything else that Smash Ultimate had to offer before, not so much putting it away, but taking a break from it, since I know not everybody wants to get spoiled on the game and know what all there is in it. So for now, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on Sunday. And I believe that is at 6:30 Central Time. I'll pull up Discord, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. For Icarus playing her next game, which shall be Star Fox Adventures, which is kind of a weird Star Fox game that wasn't supposed to be a Star Fox game. Last time, since I picked one of my favorite games from my favorite series, figured I'd pick one of my favorite series, but definitely not one of my favorite games from that series, and see what, you know, went all along with that, and we'll be going easy on her for now, in terms of games, because it's not exactly a difficult game. Till then, see you guys later. Oh, we should find a raid target, too, if anybody's still here. I know I was closing it out, but let's see. Oh no, most people already left. Alright, well then we will just end it off here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys Sunday at 6:30 Central Standard Time. Unless you're recording with me tomorrow, in which case I will see you tomorrow at hopefully about, like, 6:30-ish. Around this time, in order to get things set up for that. Till then, see you guys later.